Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Pinky Budgets. I hope everybody is well. It is Tuesday evening and it's payday. So today we are going to be cash stuffing for the month. But I do have a couple of new subscribers, so thank you very much for joining me. So what I thought I'd do is I haven't done a monthly cash stuffing video for a little while. I missed my last one because I recorded it. Well, I thought I'd recorded it and it didn't record. So I thought I'd just give a bit of an overview as to who I am, why I do what I do, and how I do what I do. So my name is Donna. I am a single parent. I have a now 12-year-old son, and I started my cash stuffing journey properly in January 2024. So prior to that, I had been putting little bits of money in envelopes, sort of in the drawer for things like food shopping and things, but it was only really a small amount that I was cash stuffing. But having watched many videos on YouTube, it got me, I caught the bug for cash stuffing. And the reason that I wanted to start doing it is I wanted to be more accountable for my money. I am really bad at spending it. As my mum always says, it burns a hole in my pocket. I take after my mum, and I'm sure she wouldn't mind me saying that. I just spend, and I don't really think of like the future and when I'm going to need to pay out for something. So I didn't want my son to kind of follow in my footsteps. So I wanted him to see that if you have a salary or you have an income, then you can make it work better, and then you don't feel like you're getting to the end of the month and having nothing left. So I started this in the hope that he might not cash stuff the way that I do, but at least he will think he can be more accountable for that. I have quite a big setup, so obviously some other people have bigger ones, but I have quite a few binders with trackers and really lovely artwork trackers and things like that in them. You don't need all of this. I purely do this because it helps me stay focused. And I have changed my setup in this last year and a bit so many times to get it working for me. And there are things that I have simplified. There are things that I didn't save for, which now I do save for, or envelopes that I didn't have, which I now have. So I've adapted it, and I think I still adapt nearly every month because things change in our lives. So yeah, please don't think that this is like the setup you have to use or anything like that. I have taken bits from loads of people. There are some wonderful people in this community, and I think I've taken an element of cash stuffing from nearly every single person in this community because they're just amazing. In terms of my salary, I get paid in the middle of every month. So I get paid the 15th, around the 15th of every month. I do a hybrid system, so the majority of my money stays in my bank account, but I do use these sort of prop notes to stuff into my binders, so it makes me feel like I am still cash stuffing, but my money stays in my bank account. I do use a very small amount of cash, which I put into weekly envelopes in my purse. That just keeps me accountable for the money I spend each week, and it's like top up food shop, some miscellaneous money, some spends for me and my son. It's around about £50 a week, and that varies depending on what's going on. But what I do is I take my salary, I leave in one account, which is my payment account. I leave all of the bills for that month, and then I move all the rest of the money into my main account. And from there, I divide that up. So I have two kind of savings pots as such. I have my essentials, which is like my weekly essentials. And then I have my piggy bank, which is where all of my long-term savings are, and all of the, really all of the envelopes where the money sits for that. In terms of my essentials, I work out using a spreadsheet on my computer how much is going to be needed for things like train fare, food, petrol, school food money for the whole month, and that goes into my essentials account. And then, as I said, the rest of the money gets divided up, and I do that on a monthly basis. Lots of people do weekly. I can't work like that. I need to just kind of move it, because otherwise I will start spending it. So I just move it all on payday, and then I know that it's safe in all of the binders. I did do a year review. So as I said, I started in January 2024. I did a review in January of this year of how I'd found my first year. So if you're interested, then please go back a few videos. But the one thing that I took away from that year of cash stuffing was you can't get hung up on how other people budget and how other people manage their money, because everybody is different. Everybody's budgets are different. Everybody's circumstances are different. And as I said, you can take aspects of how people cash stuff and like how they've got their setups and give you ideas for categories that you might want to save in. But you need to work out what is important for you and what is important for your family and what you need to save. So just if you're starting out this year, then don't feel pressured to copy somebody else's. You need to make it your own. But obviously things like trackers and that, there are some amazing people in this community who just create the most stunning trackers. And I'm going to share at the end of the video just some happy mail that I got this month, because I haven't done I haven't done any videos for a couple of weeks, so I've had some happy mail in that time, so I can show you some of the lovely trackers. But anyway, that's me waffling for 7 minutes. I'm just going to take a swig of my drink and then we are going to get started. So, as I said, it's payday. So we're going to divide up everything that was left over after I'd worked out, or I sort of moved the money for my pay. I can't even speak now, for my bills this month. So the first thing that we're going to do is go into, this is the weekly essentials binder. Now I don't use trackers to colour in because you literally go in here nearly every single day. But what I have got is these beautiful trackers from Pickle and Pud. Oh, sorry, the light's not very good. You can see the shimmer on those. And these ones I just write in obviously what I'm adding and then when I'm spending, just to keep a bit of a track on what's in there. So my buffer is money for if I need to spend something on my card, which I would have been paying for in cash, but the shop might not take cash, because let's be honest, not everywhere does. So each month I put £50 into here, and I use that for that purpose. I don't tend to have much of that left because that's kind of just like extra money. Train fares this month, we are adding £53.70 into here, and I work out which office I'm going to be in, because I work from 2 different offices, and I work out how much the train fare is going to cost me. Now what I'm actually going to do is, today is a working day for me, so I have been in the office, so I have already used some of this, so I'm just going to mark that down so that I can keep this one up to date. So I have already spent £15.30 of this, and my head is not going to work today, I'm afraid, because we have had the busiest of weeks at work already and it's only Tuesday. So we have got £38.40 for the rest of this month, which from a work point of view should cover my train fares. And these envelopes, I just ordered the envelopes from Temu, and then some of the UVDTF stickers I stuck on the front. So school food, I pop £5 into my son's school account every week. He does take food with him, because if he didn't, he would spend a fortune. And he has got, because of the school holidays and things, he's got 3 weeks, or just just over 3 weeks, but he's actually got some left from last term in there. So just gonna pop 15 in there. Petrol, I always do £80 a month. Any money that is left over in here will go into the car fund. I don't actually think, I think I've still got about half a tank left, so I might just top it up and then see how that goes for the month. There might be some money. What I do also do is, if we do a sudden trip to London or bus fare or anything, then I do sometimes take that out of like the petrol money. And then food, I put in £160 into my bank account. The way that I do the food for us, I do one big monthly shop of all like the dry foods, and then I top up each week with fresh stuff. I just find, for me, I'm better because I can do a meal plan for the whole month, and then I'm not spending silly amounts of money on extras. So that money will be transferred into my essentials bank account. So again, that stays online. So that is the essential money done. So then we get, so I've set aside the money for bills. I've now set aside the money for essentials. So whatever is left now, I use to pop into my binders. So, and that's what we've got here. So as I said, this is prop money. It's not actual cash, but I do like to use this to represent what's in my bank, just to make it a bit more fun for me. So let's have a look. I think it's 365, but we'll just double check that. So 51, 50, 70, 90, 210, 230, 250, 260, 70, 80, 93, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 65, 365. That was a good remembering. So as I said, I have my main salary. I do get child benefit for my son still. What I do with that is that just literally goes straight into his binder, so it doesn't get included in this cash. I just use that to top up his, and we can have a look at those ones in a minute. So the first binder we're going to go to is our sinking funds. So in here we have family funds. This is for tickets and things. Now again, I've got one of the handwritten trackers. We've currently got £30 in here. I was going to be adding 25 to this, so we'll just take that out. However, we've just this morning booked some tickets for the Natural History Museum in London is doing a space like couple of months or something, and they've got some pieces of the moon and Mars that you can actually go and physically touch, and me and my son are a bit space mad, so I've booked some tickets for those. So I'm just going to, rather than putting it into here, I'm just going to, it was £25, so this would have been going in this month, but I'm just going to take it out straight away. I am, however, going to mark it on the tracker just so that I know, so I remember what I've actually spent that on, because I know I will look at it in a few weeks' time and think, oh, well, I thought I'd put money in there. So that would have been 55, but then we spent it straight away. So we're minus, so we're back down to 30 in there, which is fine because we've actually bought a lot of tickets recently for bits and pieces. So that one will stay at £30. Whoops. Then we go on to car. So car has got, I'm using a tracker from Cash But Cute. You can see the little spanners and it's all sparkly. So we've currently got, I think, 180, 50, 150, 70, 80, yep. And we are adding in £20 today. So that will make the tracker complete, which is really good. Now, is this the colour that I was using? Yep. I'll just quickly colour those in. And then what I'll do is I will replace this with like a £200. Actually, let's do that now. Let's find a £200. We got a 200, or we have to do. Oh yeah, there we go. So let's take those out. So we've got £200. So we've already completed this tracker. I'll leave this one out. I'll wipe it off, and then we'll start that one again next time. Then we're going into home, and home is getting £10 today. So we've got 50, 70, 90, and we're adding 10, so that will have 100, which is great. So we're just colouring another roof. There we go. Let's change those for a 50. There's £100 in home improvements. So I rent my property, so I don't have to pay out a huge amount for anything that kind of breaks or anything, but I am allowed to decorate, so occasionally we will do a little bit. Window cleaner is getting £5. So window cleaner came last week. He does like cash, so I do transfer this when I can into physical cash. So the next one is obviously there, ready to be paid out. So we're just saving up for the one afterwards. So we're going to add 5 into there. Oh, 10. There's 20 now saved in that one. Plants. So this is just for anything in the garden. We've got 20 saved in there, and we are adding 5 to this. So I have already bought most of my plants for this year. They're in the greenhouse at the moment. So this will just be for things like soil. I have bought some new solar lights already. So hence the reason I'm only putting like £5 in here for the month, because I don't really think there's going to be a huge amount that I need this year. That will probably be for bulbs in September. It's £25 in there. Garden bin is being skipped because we've just paid that subscription. Health is getting £10. So that will have £70 in there now. So let's just check. There's a 50. We'll take that one. So that would be getting its £10. We'll swap those two for a 20. I've just got my sort of extra ones of these off to the side that I'm just switching those for. Oh, in you go. Vitamins is, this is a tracker from Grounded Budgets. This one was just a download that I laminated myself. We've currently got £20 saved in there. We are adding, what am I adding today? 5 in. So each of these are £2. So we'll just colour in 2 hearts on here, and then we'll do half a heart. There we go. So that's £25 in vitamins. And then tech stuff. So this is just a slow one. Me and my son have both got new phones recently, and he had a tablet for Christmas. So we're not really, oh, it's stuck in there. We're not really in need of anything at the moment. So this one is just a slow burner, just to kind of top this up again. And we are adding, what am I adding today? That is getting £10. So we will have 50, 70, 85, and each of our little robots are £5. So we can colour in 2 little robots. And this tracker is from We Got This Studios. Look at the little robots. So once you've completed, obviously, this all once, you can cross out a robot here, and then we'll go again. And this money could also be used if we needed like new screen protectors on our phones, or obviously if the mouse or the keyboard's broke, that sort of thing. So this is the sort of family sinking funds. The dashboards, I just cut up some cardboard and laminated them, but the actual vinyls are from Dilly Dally Budgets. So I've just got all of mine, so I quite often just get a new put a new order in with like one word when I add a folder or something. So this one I made myself. Again, I just got some UV DTF stickers from Temu, and made that one. And then these inserts are from Essex Cash Stuffing. So we've got the garden bin one and the window cleaner. There. And my beautiful, beautiful dashboards are from We Got This Studio. Okay, so that's that one. We are now going to go, oh, let's take that. I'm going to go into my son's binder. So, birthday. He has just had his birthday. So anyone who has followed before, it was his birthday last week. He had the most amazing day. It was lovely. He even said, bless him, at the end of the day, oh, can we go back? I want to reverse it and do it all again. So yeah, he really did have a lovely, lovely time. However, I went way over budget on his birthday. So I had saved £250 or £300, and I went majorly over budget. So for next year, I am upping this to £20 an icon to save £480. Now, I don't plan on spending all of that. However, I had to take out of a couple of envelopes. So I'm not putting anything in there today, but I will start that one from next month to get us going. He's not got a lot in here. So gaming has got £20. So that is the next subscription, which is due in July. So I'm not adding to that one today. Clubs is okay. We don't need to add into there. I added some money from child benefit this month. School stuff is getting £10. So that is one envelope. So this one should have 90 in here. 50, 90. Yep, so we are adding £10 into there. His school trip is completely paid for. So this will be for any items that are needed for that, or any other sort of top-up bits. New school uniform, new school trousers. My son is 12 years old and is 5'4". So he is growing so quickly, and he's also got size 8 feet. He's just constantly growing out of things. So I think we are going to be buying new school bits before the end of this year. April is all pay, May is all sorted. I think we are adding to summer. Yes, summer is getting £20. So this is for the 6 week summer holidays, and the money is all stuck in here. Let's take out our tracker. Oh, so we have got 51, 52, 53, 20, 40, 60, 80, £380 in the bank. Oh no, £390 in the bank, and we are adding another 20 to that today. So each of the icons are 20. So we'll cross that one off. Let's just put a little line there. Oh, I was going to do that in a different colour. Oh, that's fine. So we've got £390. No, have I counted that wrong? 51, 52, 53. I did. No, I haven't. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1 and 10. Oh, that's right, isn't it? Yeah, £410. Gosh, you shouldn't do this late on a Tuesday evening, Don. So £410, and my goal is £600 for the summer holidays. So we are all not too far away from that now, which is great. Ooh. Let's put that in there. I think that is all. Yes. Oh, I didn't say this beautiful tracker is from Lily Rain Designs. I love the 6 week one on that. So that's his binder done. Then we are going to go into annuals. So annuals for me is like birthdays, or like additional money for Valentine's Day, that sort of thing. I don't have a partner or anything, so I don't buy like gifts for a partner, but I do like treat my son, get him a little cheeky gift or whatever for Valentine's Day. So mum is fully funded, Father's Day is fully funded, niece's birthday is fully funded, Halloween is, I'm just saving it up on my jam donut account, the vouchers to be able to get some food, to have a little picnic party type of thing. Why is this got stuck somewhere? Oh, there we go. Right, brother-in-law is getting £5 today. Brother-in-law is really into his cars, hence the reason. This is from Budgie Budgets. We are putting £5 in there. Did I put them? I did put the money into summer holidays, or did I not? I might have to just check that. Right, so yes, he is getting £5. So each of these are 2. So we'll mark off 2.5. His birthday isn't till October, but we'll just start now, putting a little bit in there. Nephew isn't getting anything. Bestie is getting £5 this month. Her birthday isn't until December, but I do like to treat her to something, because she obviously buys for me and my son. So I just like to save a little bit more money for hers. So she has got 5, so that's 1, 3, 5. And this one is from Weekly Budgets, again just a download that I printed and laminated. And then Dad, we are also putting £5 in here. So this one is from Budget with Moo. Purple. Each of the items are 5 and the gravy is 10. Let's just switch that. And then we are going to the back, and we are going to others, which is just sort of like generic gifting really. We've currently got £20 in there. I'm adding 10 to make that 30. So this could be for like work contributions. It could be like the odd card, or like if someone's having a baby or that sort of thing. That's what I've kind of popped. I kind of keep this folder for. I should have said, sorry, these trackers, again, I just did a download and then I've printed them off myself and laminated these. Eventually I probably will replace these with the pickle and pud ones, because I do love those. But yeah, so that's that. Then we have holiday. So at the moment, I'm not saving for anything specific. We haven't booked anything for this year. I am adding £60 into holiday. Again, to make things a little bit more fun, I have like some challenges that I put my money into, and then that all feeds into the actual main savings. I'll do a separate video on those, but we've currently got 6, is it 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yep, 6 trackers or 6 games that we will feed this £60 into, just to make it a little bit more fun, so that it's not too boring. And the same with Christmas. Where's my Christmas challenges? Again, this is just a games binder for Christmas, and this one has lots of games in there, which these are new ones. We need to start these this time because we filled the main binder, but again, I am putting £70 into here, 50, 70, and I will do a challenge video with that £70, and we'll split that between those. And then this money, once those challenges are complete, they just fill the main Christmas binder. Like these, this is where I just keep all of the main money for Christmas in there. But as I said, this is purely just for me because it makes it fun, gives me a purpose for cash stuffing. So you don't need to kind of do all of that. You could do it separately. Oh, it won't go in. And then the last, we should have 90, 50, 70, 80, 90. Yes. So I did put into the summer holidays. That's good. So we are putting £80, 50, 70, 80 is going into our monthly challenges. And this binder fills my long-term savings. So again, more challenges, and a few of these we are restarting with this money, so that will be a separate video. And then these all fill my sort of like long-term folder, which I'll just quickly show you. The long-term folder doesn't want to go into there. Is things like emergency fund, our Lapland holiday, old lady fund, so saving for when I'm older, driving lessons for my son, and puppy savings, because we would like to get a little puppy in a year or so. So that's those. And then this last £10 is for my week 5. So I don't have many week 5s in my budget, but obviously week 5 is like for my cash money each week. If I can save like £10 or £15 a month and put it in there, it just means that I haven't got a budget that week 5 if and when the month appears. So I have my this is where I keep all my money that's like I'm going to use for cash. I'm going to put this into week 5. So that will start topping up again for when I've got a week. I don't know when my next week 5 month or month with week 5 weeks is actually coming up. So I might just check that so I know I get there in time. But Talking of week 5, I actually have a lovely little tracker. So I'm just going to move on to my Happy Mail. So as I mentioned, I purchased some Happy Mail over the last few weeks, or purchased some lovely things, but I haven't done any videos to show this off, so I'm going to show it to you now, because I want to make sure that I do show everyone. So I ordered these bits from Wednesday Plans. I've not ordered from this shop before, but there were a couple of bits that I've seen on other channels which were really lovely, and I'm really glad that I did get them. So first of all, we got this lovely little freebie, which is like little flying chicks. I'm going to use that in my sort of leftover binder. I ordered hay sugar, so sugar cubes going in, and I've ordered the one that's £1 per sugar cube. I just think they're really cute. If you don't know me by now, I just love food with faces. I also ordered Rachel's Trifle, and this, if you are a Friends fan, you'll be able to see this is the trifle that Rachel made. Each of the ingredients save up different amounts, including the beef sautéed with peas and onions, which is £10. That saves £50 of the tracker on the tracker. And I also ordered the week 5-week month. So this is what I'm using in my binder to get myself ahead. So we have got just added that £10. I should have kept that out actually, shouldn't I? Let's get that back out. And we can pop that into here. So let's change that for a 20. There we go. So this is just saving, as I said, it's saving up for when there's a next week 5. So hopefully I won't have to budget as much, won't take as much out of my savings then. Oh, sorry, just knocked the camera. Okay, so that was those. So they were from Wednesday Plans. I have ordered some bits from Nikki at Cashbook Q. So I ordered her Bonfire, the newer one of her trackers. The light's not really doing it justice, but the Bonfire is like a lovely burnt orange, and then you've got sort of like some green on the fireworks. There's some purple down the bottom and a little bit of blue. So I thought that was very cute. I ordered Masala Money. So this one has got, I don't know if you can see, you can see it, can't you, just at the top, the purple. So again, each of the little items are different denominations. So that's a good one for games. London's Calling. We've got red foil at the top with blue. Look at the little pigeon. You've got to have a pigeon if you're going to London. Me and my son love London, so I had to get that one. And then Nikki very kindly popped in the Cosy Cabin as a freebie. So beautiful green foil with brown sort of goldy cabins. Just lovely. Thank you, Nikki. And then I also ordered, so I ordered some more vinyl because I got the vitamins vinyl from Sarah at Dilly Dally Budgets, and I ordered a couple of extra bits from her. So she kindly popped in Happy Carrots as a freebie. Look at them, they're so cute. So again, that will go in my leftover binder. This is her thank you card. And then on the back, she always has like a little freebie thing. So we've got sweet carrot lime. So it says roll a dice. These are your coordinates. Add the 2 numbers together and save the amount and cross them off. So which I'm really glad that it's not multiply the numbers. So actually I can use this one in my weekly spending money. And then I ordered the fruit smoothie. Again, beautiful fruits with little faces. And look, Sarah's actually, I don't know if you can read this at the bottom. It says fruits hand drawn by Sarah. She's actually drawn those little fruits. How cute are they? So again, I'm not sure whether I'll use this for like fives, or whether it will go in my long-term binder or in my weekly wrap-up. I haven't quite decided on that one yet, but you'll see it in the binder soon. I also ordered that animals went in, because this is a good one for my long-term binder, which is, I've ordered the one with the holes in it, so it's not a innie. And then Sarah's also given me the instructions of what you need to do. So this one is a multiple one. So I might not use a 6-sided dice. We might use like a 4-sided dice or something. I haven't quite decided yet. And then Sarah very kindly, gifted me Fill the Dots 2. So I have Fill the Dots 1, which we are using at the moment. But she's very kindly gifted me Fill the Dots 2. And again, with the instructions on that. So please go and check out these wonderful creators. I will post their details in the wording below. But we are now 40 minutes into the video. I have waffled on for long enough. I will be back hopefully on Friday, although it is Good Friday, so I'm not sure if I'll get the video done Friday or Saturday, with my weekly roundup and cash stuffing for the first week of this paycheck. But I hope everybody has a lovely rest of the week. I hope the sun comes back out, or the rain just stays away a little bit, and everyone enjoys their Easter weekend. So thank you all for listening, and I will see you soon. Bye.